How many people live as they want to? How many people just drift, caught by the tide, unable to change their course? I had two ambitions, to travel and to be my own boss. So I chose my job with care, and I chose wrong. I met a girl who said she'd even go to the North Pole for me. We spent our honeymoon in Ramsgate. Then she said that when you married, you should settle down. That was the week I learned about women. Just a week too late.
Don't you stop putting out bacon rhyme for those girls. It only encourages them.
I know, that's why I do it.
Well, don't then. You've only got to feed those birds once and they come back every day right on the dot.
Shows how bright they are to remember.
Nasty, dirty things.
Dirty? That's the last thing they are. You don't look. You only hate them because they come from the sea.
And they mess up the windows.
She never cleaned them anyway. She never cleaned anything. It wasn't worth it, she said. Any day now, the council would knock our street down and pack us into a pigeonhole in a 9-story heaven. That was the day Betty lived for. The day she'd become a model housewife. But for me, it would be the end. Goodbye to the seagulls, the river, and all hope. My job was in a travel agency. A good idea? No. We just did the work and the customers did the traveling.
Good morning, Mr. Fergus.
Good morning.
I managed to get you on Saturday night's flight, all right, sir?
Oh, good.
I got everything here. Your currency allowance form. If you please sign it. Your baggage checks, timetable.
Thank
Can
you.
you find your passport, sir?
I have it here.
Thank you. I'm afraid this has run out, sir. You're going to have a new one.
I guessed as much.
You just fill in this form, and you'll need 2 photographs.
I have them on me. I suppose you fellows get around quite a bit yourselves.
Some do, though. My wife doesn't like going abroad. Says she doesn't trust foreigners.
Maybe she never met the right ones. Still, you never know. Perhaps you get the chance to go off on your own one of these days. There is always hope.
Hope? If only he knew what I was hoping. To get away, anywhere. Somewhere like Panama, where he was going. I'd make out all right. I'd get a schooner, do some trading. But how would Betty fit in?
Don't start on that thing now. I want to lay supper.
What's the rush?
Tuesday, I'm going round to Margaret's.
Ah.
Here, you can do this.
I couldn't talk to her about schooners in Panama. She couldn't see further than the next street. But if I was going to get anywhere, I'd have to plan it properly. I'd need a passport. We were in love when this was taken. All that time ago. Now I was cutting free. I was being realistic, practical. But to get away, I'd need money. Plenty of money. The sort of money I'd never had.
A lot of money, isn't it?
Yes, it is a lot.
It's a big responsibility, accounts manager, this place, looking after all the foreign currency. Think you'll be all right after I've gone?
I hope so.
Sorry they didn't give you more of a rise, though.
Oh, another 50 years, not to be sneezed at.
No, I put you up for the job, as you know all the ropes.
All except one. You never told me the combination.
Oh, plenty of time for that. I don't leave till the end of next week.
Yes, but don't you think I ought to have a little practice? I mean, I've never known it open first shot yet.
Oh, it's just one of the tumble slips a bit. No trouble, really. Getting on a bit like me, that's all. Well, I can have it fixed before you take over.
What is the combination? Is it figures or letters?
It was just a joke old Mr. Haythorne made to amuse me. Sivraj.
Sivraj?
Yes, my name Jarvis, spelled backward. Remember, that's confidential, not to be repeated ever.
As simple as that. Jarvis spelled backwards. But for me, it spelled the big chance. Escape. Why not?
Why not? You're mad, stark, staring mad. Go to Panama and try your luck.
I just had a sort of an idea, that's all.
What about me? What do I do?
Hopeless trying to explain it to her. It was always hopeless. She couldn't understand. She wouldn't try. For her, Panama was just a name on a map. I'd have to go alone. I'd send for her later, then she'd have to come. But for now, I'd go alone. Somehow.
Hello, Anderson here. Oh, yes, Mr. Fergus. Your flight's all set for tomorrow night.
Something has cropped up.
What's that?
Something has cropped up. I cannot leave till Monday. Can you fix it?
Oh, yes, sir. That'll be perfectly all right. That's changing from the 20th to the 22nd. That's all right, sir. Yes. Goodbye. BOAC, 251, please.
251.
Wait a minute. Suppose this was the way.
Hello?
He couldn't fly tomorrow, but suppose I took his place.
That's all right, thank you.
I had all his papers, even his passport.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, what is it?
It's just, well, I had to ring you. After you went out this morning like that, I started thinking.
Look, Betty, is it urgent? Only we're not supposed to have private calls.
Yes, I know that, Bill. And I didn't want to go away without talking to you.
Go away? Where?
I thought I'd go to Mum and Dad's for the weekend, for a rest.
Whatever for?
Well, we can't go on like we've been doing, having rows all the time. So I thought if we had a little rest from each other, things might be a bit different.
Well, if you really want to go,
I think it's best, Bill, for both of us.
perhaps you're right. When are you going?
Now, if you think you'll be all right, Bill.
Oh, I'll be all right. Don't worry about me.
Oh, well, see you on Monday then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It all fitted. With Betty away, I'd have 2 days' start before I was missed. I'd use his passport and switch my photograph for his. They were both brand new, both stamped on the same day. The Foreign Office stamps almost matched. I had to go.
BOAC, 251, please.
251.
Fenway's Travel here. I'd just like to confirm the booking for Mr. Dimitri Purgis on flight 201 tomorrow night to Panama.
I bought 2 identical briefcases and painted his initials on them. Dimitri Purgis. There had to be 2. I had a plan for getting the money through the customs. Then there was the passport. I'd been right. The Foreign Office stamps matched. I'd only left the money. I got there early next morning and waited. Waited and waited for that long Saturday to pass.
It's another week gone. Never thought I'd come to count the hours like this. Want to get off now, don't you?
No, I've got the Swedish line account to finige.
Oh, can't it wait till Monday?
No, I have a heavy day on Monday. I'd rather get it finished.
Oh, don't work too hard.
I'll need the keys, of course.
Oh, all right. Sure you lock up carefully before you go. Give the keys to the caretaker.
I will.
Oh, thanks, Sonny. Oh, I must rush. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Jarvis.
Good night, Bill.
Good night, Gordon.
Good night, Bill.
Good night.
Lousy boy. Oh, don't use your handkerchief. Use some blotting.
Thank you. Oh, that's all right now.
Sure, I hope it hasn't stained.
No, that's fine. Thank you very much.
Working late?
Yes, I've just got to finish these.
Is there anything I can do for you?
No, thanks.
Can I go out and get you a sandwich or something?
No,
Cup of coffee?
no, thank you.
It's no trouble.
I don't want any coffee, thank you.
Well, I only asked.
Yes, I know, I'm sorry.
It seems awful working late on a Saturday night. You usually go to the pictures on Saturday night.
Really?
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll get on better without me.
Yes, I'm sorry, Miss Jessup. I didn't mean to be rude.
Oh, that's all right. Good night.
Good night.
forgot my thermos flask. What are you doing? You shouldn't be in here, should you?
I'm taking the safe over from Mr. Jarvis. He said I could practice opening it. It doesn't work properly.
Oh, sorry. But you shouldn't need the office open, you know. Somebody could easily
I won't
come
be in
in.
here very long.
Have you nearly finished your work?
No, I've got quite a bit to do yet.
Oh, well, I can't hang around here all night. Good night. See you on Monday.
That's right. Good night.
Oh, good evening, sir. You're Mr.
Anderson.
Oh, yes, I thought I recognized you, sir. You see, I heard the alarm and I thought
Yes, I'm sorry. I forgot to switch it off. You see, I'm taking the safe over from Mr. Jarvis, and, well, I haven't quite got the hang of it yet.
Oh, that's all right, sir. I thought it was a bit early in the evening for burglars.
Yes.
Mr. Jarvis still here?
No, he left me in charge. I've still got some work to do.
Righto, sir. Well, I'll be on my rounds now. And if you don't hear me about, just drop the keys in my office. Would you mind, sir?
I'll do that.
Thank you.
Good night.
The time is 2100 hours. Last warning for BOAC Flight 201 to Trinidad with onward connections to Panama. All passengers for this flight, please assemble at Channel 12 and clear customs.
2100. 9 o'clock. 15 minutes to go. 15 minutes that could change my whole life. I've got to think clearly, act calmly. My plan for getting through customs wasn't perfect, but it was the best I can think of. To leave the money where it wouldn't be noticed, and I could pick it up later.
All passengers for BOAC service 201 to Trinidad, onward connections to Panama, please